again at the Dallidet Adobe. It is the end of April in the year 2021, for like high spring. And we're going to do another little walk around tour. This is Dave Hannings, the volunteer garden director, with Thomas Kessler, the executive director, being the cameraman. And we're looking at the Adobe. It's spring. Things are looking lush. The gardens are looking great. We are not open yet, but we plan on being open in the end of May, on Saturdays and Sundays from 12 to 4. So you can't come visit us yet, but you can come visit us soon. So that's a little panoramic there of in front of the building. And we're going to go for a little bit of a walk here, looking at a few things. Things are awful lush and growing. Over here on the right is the Guatemalan mountain lobelia. This is from the cloud forest mountains of Guatemala. And it's sort of an amazing thing. The butterflies and the hummingbirds just love it. And it blooms about 10 months out of the year for us. It's coming into its first big spring flush, and we'll kind of keep on going until November, December or something. It's kind of amazing. And so here we are along the way here. Collections of plants. On the right, the little white flowers are actually arugula. They're arugula flowers, and if you were here for the soup tasting 2 weeks ago, we had those in your salad along with nasturtium blossoms. Both have a very different but peppery flavor to them, and really add a lot to a nice green salad. Over here we have a very attractive iris. One of my friends lives up on the top of the Irish Hills and breeds irises, and this is one of his. He names all his irises for drag queens, and this one is called Lucy Fur. You get that? And then over this way, we'll be heading into the rose garden here. We're a little early on the roses. It's been a cool spring. But on the right here, we have a few blooming. The pink one is Gertrude Jekyll. These are all David Austin roses, and that was named for the famous garden writer Gertrude Jekyll. It's too bad we don't have smell-o-vision. It smells really good. But it's just coming along. Thomas will pan to the left here. We planted, several months ago, planted lots more roses and lilies, but they're just not quite all coming along yet. They got a little ways to go. Give us another excuse to take another video later. Pan around, there's a few over there. There's a nice yellow one off to the left there that's blooming well. It's still not quite coming along yet. Then we have the wisteria trellis here. We're just finishing up the wisteria blossoms. Our olive tree is full of bees, and the bees just love them. If we go through under here and then to the left, the aloes are in bloom. The orange aloes are looking really good, and I think they look really good against the blue agaves, and the contrast in structure and form. And we got the wisteria tickling Thomas's ears there. Ooh, his face. We have to fix that before we have tourists coming in. It's a bit of a hazard. And then we have the herb patch. We've got herbs growing away here, and down here we have the French sorrel and some dill and some horseradish. And then we have the vegetable garden, of course. There's some bare spots now from where we picked vegetables for our last soup event. I hope there were 180 people, at least 180 people enjoyed our soup. I certainly did. And we got tomatoes and summer crops planted and coming along, and things are doing well. The garden's looking well and perky. So you'll have to come back and you'll have to come visit us and see how this comes along. We got all sorts of unusual things, and the plan is, like previous years when we were actually open, that there will be all sorts of odd and unusual vegetables you can sample if you come visit us. The docents every day I'll give the docents a little collection of things. Weird tomatoes and carrots and all sorts of stuff, peppers and all sorts of things. So here we are at the Dallidet Adobe in a nice sunny day in the end of April. We're going to be open starting the end of May. I think the very last weekend in May on Saturdays and Sundays, of course, free from noon to 4. You all come visit us and enjoy the garden with us. You can come here, you can bring your lunch and sit in the garden and eat your lunch. It's a beautiful, quiet place, plenty of parking. It's all free. Thank you for your attention.